Another great episode of the Gifty Guide, guys, and it's a little bit ironic given today's theme, but for all you stressed people, here's a short list of the tips you're about to receive. Number 1, botanic Lego. Number 2,
inspiring, life-changing books.
Number 3, Zen garden.
Number 4, kinetic sand.
Number 5, hourglass.
And number 6, a smart bulb.
It's a bulb, that's smart.
It's so smart.
So these are all gifts that show that you put some thought into it, right? And also...
that you care about the person that are receiving the gift.
Exactly. And number 1, we're gonna kick off with something we love. Botanic Lego.
It's quite a new product where Lego stepped out of their shoes and made something that's mostly for grown-up people, I think.
Yeah, and you know, Lego, if you haven't played with it that much, it's fun while you're doing it. It really puts you in a zone when you're building, so you sort of like lose track of everything else. And these bouquet of flowers are actually extremely beautiful and cool in a hipster kind of way.
Yeah, our next tip is paperback books. With the potential to improve your life. There are millions of them out there, but I brought 3 that I think is a good example of the topic. So one of them is a book by a Swedish professor that changed 40 of his habits in 1 year. The next one is about how people live on the island Okinawa in Japan.
They have this kind of lifestyle that makes them super healthy and makes them live super long. So yeah, it's an insight in how they approach it.
Combination of foods, moods, friends, how you live when you get older. Yeah, it's very, very inspiring. And the last one, they are all in Swedish because I'm Swedish, but you know, this type can be found in any language. It's about anti-inflammatory lifestyle. And when you give away a paperback book, I think it's very nice to write something inside it. Something about what you thought of the book or what you hope the book will give to the receiver. So write a personal thing on the first page. Or
cool,
ask someone that has nice handwriting.
Yeah, don't ask me, ask Yo-Yo.
That's it?
That's like one of those old school skills that's not really around anymore, except you sort of picked it up somehow.
From my grandmother, actually.
Yeah, old school skill. Anyway, the next tip on our list is the Zen garden. And you might think like that's not really for everyone. But the thing is, there's such a huge variety of different styles that you can get when you're buying a Zen garden. Everything from like Asian kitsch to really minimalistic ones that could fit into any contemporary home. And you just need to make sure that whatever Zen garden you buy fits the personality of the person you want to give it to. And then obviously the point with the Zen garden is half the present.
It's really, really easy peasy to make your own Zen garden and give it to someone. Like I did in 5 minutes here.
Well, you need basically sand, some stones, and something to keep that stuff in.
Exactly.
You enter a calm mood.
It's sort of like having an aquarium, but it's a Zen garden. I mean, you take care of it, you fibble with it, but you can also leave it alone for a long time.
Yeah, you don't have to feed it. Great, that's it.
That was super confusing.
We're up to tip number 4, which is also sand related, though it's a completely different type of sand. It's called Kinetic sand, and this product is normally branded towards younger children, but you know, you can also get an adult version of it. That came out a little bit wrong, maybe. You can also get it for adults. You don't have to buy it in these colorful, sort of childish boxes. You can actually just get the sand. And what's so great about this sand?
Well, the great thing is that you can almost not call it sand. It's like a mix of sand and dough and a stress ball and a lot of things in one product. It doesn't leave stains. You can play around with it as much as you want.
You can get it in a lot of cool colors if you're into that stuff.
In that
oh, cool.
One. Yeah, because then you can really see that it's very, it holds steady for any kind of sculpturing.
Yeah, it's like extremely satisfying to fiddle around with. So I actually got this kind of sand for my birthday, and I had to hide it from my own children because, you know, they won't leave it alone, and I want it for myself. It's It's really nice.
Exactly.
It's a great time. Kinetic sand, don't forget it.
No.
All right, the next one is also kind of sand related. That's weird. It's
Yeah, oh, wow, yeah. That
an
is
hourglass. 3 tips that contain sand. And the hourglass is so underestimated because it's like it has this sort of philosophical, old school qualities to it. That the sand is just running in the same pace.
weird. Give it away with a little note saying, you might, for example, turn the hourglass and think about positive things that happened today.
Yeah, or just like concentrate to think about random things that makes you relaxed and happy. The last tip is a smart bulb. And what is a
So
smart
smart.
bulb?
It's a bulb.
I actually have it connected here, and
Yeah.
we could just we could put this in. Here's the smart bulb. It's a light bulb. It weighs a little bit more than an ordinary light bulb because it has a battery inside that lasts for a little more than 11 years, and you can connect it to your smartphone.
Exactly. And in your smartphone, you can choose between 16 million colors,
Yeah.
guys.
You heard right, 16 million different
I'm
colors.
not kidding.
And you can, you can dim it up and down. You can do everything from the sofa where you're just lying there with your little app and creating the perfect cozy atmosphere. This is a cool gadget. It's affordable. It's a fun present. It's wrapping time.
Wrapping time. I'm gonna wrap a book, and I'm gonna use this totally basic foil, kitchen foil. The fun thing you can do with that is you just press it against something that has a pattern.
Like a texture.
Yeah, a texture. That could be like the front of a speaker, like I did here, or a rubber floor, or for the big sheet we're using for the gift, it is actually one of our metallic boxes for camera gear.
Cool.
Yeah.
In terms of different categories of wrapping, what would you say this represents?
I would maybe call it cyberpunk, 90s cyberpunk. Gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the classic
Exactly.
gift wrapping themes.
Totally. Yeah, and then I'm just using tape. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is kind of like a square pattern tape.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can use any shape of these little things.
Yeah, can you help me?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, so a big piece of tape, and mine is colored, but it could also be white or black because now we're doing a little pattern. So I made little diamond-shaped pieces of tape, and I'm just freestyling. I'm making a pattern on my gift with them.
All right.
Yeah.
So
And,
I like
here we go.
cyber techno punk present for whoever's into that kind of stuff. And
Exactly, and that's the thing you should think about when you are wrapping. Who is the person you are giving the gift to? Is there something in their personality that you can pick up?
yeah, cool. That was everything we had to offer today. See you around. If you found these tips useful, don't forget to subscribe to the Gifty Guide and please share it with your friends.
And hey, guys, if there is a category that we for some reason didn't cover, drop a line in the comments and we will absolutely check it out.
We promise!
Promise!